What about love? Romance? Dare I say it? Sex.
Sam, I'm under deadline. What is it that you wanted?
Trouble.
What now?
Well, it seems Playboy wants to advertise in our humble publication for nubile Yaley maidens to grace the pages of their magazine.
Forget it.
Alas, we cannot. Exhibit A, copy of canceled check, which some moron in accounting already cashed.
It's fine. Just get the same moron to issue a reimbursement.
Cash check is a binding contract.
Says who?
Says our faculty advisor and the dean.
All right, fine. Print the ad. I just found a worthy subject for my first editorial.
All right.
I need you to mind the snack bar while I cover for your mom.
Can Toby help me?
Sure, just don't drink all the profits. Pay attention when you make change.
Thanks, Mr. Lenahan.
Rich, good game today, buddy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
How's it going?
Every man used some sticks.
Keeps up like this, we could
Take a vacation.
I was thinking more along the lines of a new pickup.
There it is. Let's go. You're up. I don't want to put pressure on anything, but we do need a strike. A strike on demand? I don't think so. Well, don't think. Bold. Bold. It's time. It seems like just last year I turned 30, and now 40 is right around the corner.
That's how fast it goes, sweetie. Make a wish.
Want us to help, Mom?
Sure, darling.
Make a wish, Mommy. Make a wish.
Ready?
Yay! Good job! 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come, Nicholas. Ready or not? Where are you, you British hunk?
Warmer. Warmer.
We have ants.
Nice to meet Abigail.
Nice to meet you.
Not only do we have ants in the kitchen, we've got ants in the bathroom. And they're not just little ones, they're big.
Are they black?
Yeah, they're black.
As long as they're not red, we're okay. Red ants can be vicious.
You were supposed to do the dishes tonight, you know.
Something more interesting came up.
Well, for your sake, I hope it's wearing a condom.
Where's Claire? She knows we always have dinner at 7.
She'll be along.
You know, I still can't understand how you and Claire managed to organize our party for us when you're right in the middle of midterms.
Well, actually, Claire really didn't have much to do with it.
Hi. Hi, Daddy. Sorry I'm late. I got tied up with a friend from school.
Literally?
Some roast beef, dear?
Yes. Thank you. Daddy, can I travel around Europe next summer with Nick?
Who's Nick?
He's my new boyfriend. Abigail met him. She thinks he's great.
I didn't really talk to him that much.
We'll see.
You're only young once, right?
My first editorial comes out tomorrow.
Honey, I'm so proud of you.
Subject?
Playboy wants to do a pictorial on the women of Yale, and naturally I'm opposed.
It's too easy. Editorials should be points of controversy.
Well, believe me, Dad, some people aren't opposed to that sort of thing.
Maybe we're going to get Liberty, huh? Well, we ain't replacements anymore, are we? Where is he? Where's the sergeant?
He's here.
Well, what do you know? Stryker.
Hello, Thomas.
Thought you were in the first.
I was. Just sit down, Thomas, anywhere. My name is Stryker. Sergeant John M. Stryker. You're gonna be my squad. A rifle squad. 3 of us have seen action. Corporal Dunn, Charlie Bass, and myself.
Now, the lieutenant told us the Navy fired 1,000 tons of shells.
Don't forget the Fly boys. Yeah, those B-24s have really been working them over.
And how? For 6 days.
Let's go away.
Now, add the tons of explosives.
Who run the lanes?
Well, my mother and Kevin could handle it.
Don't figure that way.
Maybe when it slows down a bit.
Fly boys unloaded plenty of that stuff on the canal before we went in.
Remember when
we got ashore,
we were first married,
lemon-colored characters waiting for us.
how we used to make love all weekend?
Marines on the beach.
Why can't we just go away and pretend like we're newlyweds?
Stryker knows better. Chewing on this conversation.
Because we have been married for 15 years. We've got 3 kids, 2 cars, a mortgage, a dog, and a business to run that pays for all of it. Good night, sweetheart.
How come you didn't do anything for my birthday?
Because you said you wanted us to forget your birthday from now on.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Hi, leave a message. I'll call you back. Hi, honey. You're not home? Well, you must be on a date. Pretty girl like you, the boys must be lined up.
Right.
It's a wonder you have time for that crazy job.
It's my career, Mom.
Well, don't work too hard, sweetheart. Man does not live by bread alone. Bye, honey.
So how'd you hear about our pictorial?
A friend saw it in the journal. Frankly, I had no intention of coming here.
Analyst.
A stockbroker.
I'm allergic to numbers myself. My wife won't even let me near the checkbook.
My business isn't really about numbers. It's about information and people. And the numbers are just a way of handling the information and keeping track of the people.
Well put. Enjoy your work?
Very much. I started following the market on an economics project in the 7th grade. And I've been hooked ever since.
Have you ever seen a copy of our magazine?
Where I come from, it's considered pornography.
A beautiful female body tastefully presented in all its glory. If that's pornography, then so's a lot of the world's great art. You're a very attractive woman. I'd like to see how you photograph. Would you mind if we take some pictures? Oh, no. Just the way you are is fine.
Oh. All right.
Good.
Jerry? Wait up. Chrissy, that's a great idea, okay? Go with it. Okay? Right. Abigail, there are 200 women outside the hotel where Playboy's recruiting.
Great. Well, let's get someone over there to cover it.
Unfortunately, 150 of them are lined up for interviews.
What?
It was a great editorial. Anyone who'd want to pose after reading that is an airhead.
Dan.
Dan what?
Playboy.
The magazine?
Yeah, I suppose that's what you call it.
Well, it has words and pictures. I'd say it qualifies. Wouldn't you?
Sam, this is my sister Claire.
You're Abigail's twin sister?
Yeah, unidentical, of course. So come on, we're supposed to go get dresses for the party, remember?
I'm in the middle of something.
Right, Playboy. So what about it?
Oh, 150 co-eds are down at the hotel to be interviewed.
Oh, so your editorial really knocked him dead, huh?
Would you please mind your own business?
Geez, chill out. God, if you're so bent about it, why don't you do an expose or something?
Hey, that's a great idea. You could even go undercover and do a feature article. Good idea.
Thank you.
Hey, Meredith.
Hey, Fred. Hi, Mrs. Lanahan.
Hi. Hi, Tom.
Oh, Meredith. You know, when I started this job, the only catalog was a Sears and Roebuck.
And nobody had credit cards.
Credit cards. Nobody had money. See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye, thanks. Tom?
Anyone ever tell you have great bones?
No.
Well, you do.
I'd like to have a picture of me like that someday.
Then you will.
Men don't get serious about me.
Well, maybe you have to get serious about yourself first. Listen, would you mind taking your hair down for a couple shots?
My hair?
Yeah, it's just a different look, you know.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, much better. Oh, sorry, I just want to straighten it a bit, huh? Yeah, that's nice. One more. Fantastic. Oh, nice.
May I keep it?
Of course.
I just heard you won quarterly sales. Way to go, pal. Keep on like this and you'll be in a corner office all your own.
How do you justify this magazine?
I don't feel I have to. I think it speaks for itself.
Do you really think that intelligent women are going to pose for Playboy?
Intelligence hasn't stopped them in the past.
Playboy exploits women.
What do you mean by exploit?
Well, you objectify women. You turn them into these ethereal fantasies that have nothing to do with the women as they really are.
The women pose nude of their own free will.
Would you want your sister to pose for Playboy?
Not particularly, but if she chose to, I certainly wouldn't stand in the way. Playboy is a ticket out for a lot of girls. The centerfold isn't like these pictorials. The money for these is minimum, but the centerfold is a whole other gig. It pays very well. It enables a lot of girls to pursue modeling and acting careers. Some even use the money to go to college.
Well, there's a lot of other ways to make money.
Really? I don't know what economy you're living in.
Do you like photographing naked women?
I like photographing women, naked or otherwise.
Why?
They're so much more interesting to look at than men, in my opinion. But what about you? What's your major?
I have a double major, English and philosophy.
So you want to figure out the answers to the big questions and then write about them?
Good call.
Parents?
My father's a professor and my mother's a school teacher, 5th grade.
Brothers, sisters?
Yeah, 3 sisters. The 2 older ones are married and working.
And the third?
She's my twin. Fraternal. She goes to Yale, too. She should really be here instead of me.
Why is that?
You asked too many questions.
And you don't? We're here on location for a week, and I'd like to recommend a shoot for you.
Is that like being given the Playboy seal of approval? No, thank you.
Julia, would you hurry up?
Hurry, Mama, hurry!
Come on, you're going to be late. Kevin, how about a kiss?
Come on, Mom. I'm too old for that stuff.
It has your name on it.
For God's sake, Meredith. I subscribe to a new magazine. What's the big deal?
The big deal is I don't want this piece of trash in my home. You didn't even ask me.
Do you ask me every time you buy something?
This is different. Is this what you like?
Oh, honey, she doesn't compare to you. I just read the interviews. It's only a magazine.
Dear Playboy, I just had the rare pleasure of receiving a copy of your publication. Sorry, guys. It is all guys, isn't it? But I don't buy the message you're selling. It's pretty simple, isn't it? To be a real man, you need to have a fast car and an airbrushed 18-year-old blonde on your arm. Did it ever occur to you that a woman like me, a housewife and a mother of 3, might still be sexy?
You want some? Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh my God, Claire, what are you doing? You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Yes, because you know this is my Playboy article.
Abigail, it's on your computer. What good would it do me to screw up a measly copy?
Just to bug me.
Why would I want to do that?
Because you disagree.
So I happen to disagree. Who cares? You know, mostly I could care less.
Well, even if that were true, I wouldn't brag about it because apathy is nothing to be proud of.
You know, you have become a real tight ass.
It's better than just being a piece of one.
Oh, how would you know? You're still a virgin.
This is for you, Mommy.
Oh, darling, thank you. It's Mommy's girl.
Remember how we used to love to play house? Oh, remember that fight we once had over whose mother was a better housewife? Oh, Lord. Didn't turn out the way I planned, Josette.
Well, what did?
I remember when Jimmy and I were first married. The way he used to come home on his lunch hour because he couldn't wait till evening.
God,
I miss the way he used to touch me.
Well, that's marriage for you. Excitement turns into something else.
What?
Well, I don't know, companionship.
I don't want a companion. I want a lover.
Oh, now you listen to me. You have a husband you can depend on and the kind of security that a woman only gets from a good marriage. So don't you think about doing something foolish like having an affair. I mean it.
I didn't mean that. I meant I want Jimmy to love me the way he used to.
Well, then get him to go away with you somewhere. You know, just the two of you.
I suggested that.
Yeah?
You'd rather have a new pickup truck.
Man.
Here I am with a son who won't kiss me goodbye. And a husband who won't touch me. Jimmy would rather look at Playboy magazine than me.
No, he wouldn't.
He subscribed to it. It came right here to the house.
Well, maybe he's going through one of those, you know, midlife things.
Well, my life is half over, too. And I'm sitting here wondering, you know, is this it? Hell, I don't even know who I am anymore. I have always been just Jimmy's wife and the kid's mom.
I think when you become a wife and a mother, you gain something, but, I mean, you really do lose something, too. I think that's just the way life is for a woman.
And that's okay with you?
What choice do we have?
This is really good. Do you think you can have it polished in time for Thursday's feature?
No sweat.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Did you pick up your dress from the seamstress yet?
No, not yet.
Cool. Can you get mine too?
Well, why can't you get it yourself?
Because I have to study.
And I don't?
Not as hard as I do. I'm the dumb one in the family.
Well, you can't be all that dumb if you got into Yale.
You don't know my family. Valedictorians, Phi Beta Kappa.
Fine, I'll get the dress if you just promise me that you won't be late tonight.
See ya.
Bye.
And all the towns around us. It's a malignant disease spreading through the whole country.
That's all for today.
Stay here.
You're not getting out there.
I've got to stop them.
Oh, wait, we're safe here.
Hey.
We need to talk.
So talk.
Jimmy, I feel like you take me for granted. You do. Well?
I'm listening.
I wish that you would pay a little more attention to me.
Oh, honey. I'm always bragging about you.
No. Not just when there are other people around. Then you're just showing me off like some kind of trophy. I mean, really pay attention to me. You know? Like you used to. Oh, call me. Just to talk. Hold my hand in the movies. Send me flowers. I wouldn't care if you picked them yourself. As a matter of fact, I'd like it if you took the trouble to do something like that. You understand, honey? Jimmy?
You're not really considering posing for Playboy, are you?
Why not?
It just doesn't seem like you.
How do I seem?
I don't know, like one of the guys.
How do you think Dantley would take it?
Are you kidding? You become a celebrity overnight, your accounts will triple? I mean, what's he gonna say?
Yeah. And considering what some of the guys get away with, I guess this would be like a bug bite.
Janet. If you did it.
Yeah?
Well, why?
Maybe because I seem like one of the guys. I guess you could say I was ready to do something extreme. I needed to obliterate the old me, the fat girl. By the time I hit high school, I weighed 225 pounds. Boys avoided me like the plague. I remembered this one time, I got up the nerve to ask a boy to the Sadie Hawkins dance. And he said, "No way." It was just 2 little words, but it's like they gouged a hole in my heart. Even in college, after I had managed to lose most of the weight, I still felt grotesque. I was never comfortable with men. I got a wake-up call when I was 25. That was the year I realized that I had never flirted with a man. I had certainly never seduced one. Yeah, I was ready to do something extreme. And Playboy came along. What's more extreme than taking off your clothes in front of millions of strangers?
Well, Janet, right now I'm going to take the edge of this pencil and look at your eyebrow and see how I can center it so I can do the arch there, so it's kind of like the geometry of your face, okay? Okay, we've already lined your lip with pencil. You noticed me do that, right? Okay. Now what we're going to do is fill it in, and we're going to use a really bright red, which suits you beautifully. Now just a touch of blush on your cheekbones, and that's all there is to it. You can open your eyes now. What do you think?
Anybody ever tell you you've got great bones?
Just once. Look, I've never done anything like this before.
Well, lucky for you, we have.
How's this?
If that's what you're comfortable with.
We can make it work.
I tell you what, let's do a few pictures, and then you can tell me if you like what you see. Let me have you come on over here. Okay, one leg bent for me, just like that. Great. Okay. Good. Just relaxed. Nice. Good. Terrific. Much more relaxed. Good. Good. Just like that. Is that what you want?
No. I'm in your hands. The Playboy people seem to take it all for granted. But for me, I'd never even worn a two-piece to the beach. I kept thinking, what am I doing here naked in front of all these strangers? It was a real battle between my fat self and my thin self. Half of me was saying, you don't fit in with the glamorous images of Playboy. Your being here is a joke. But the other half was saying, I've worked really hard to look good. And if I didn't, they wouldn't have me here.
Get ready for a big surprise. It's gonna get you right between the eyes. It's been hiding there all along. She's about to teach you all a brand new song. It's about back to the teddy boy. She's not one of the boys. She's not one of the boys. gonna rock the world. No longer mama's little girl. Oh, it's a fact you just can't avoid. She's not one of the boys. She's not one of the boys. Not one of the boys. Oh, not one of the boys.
It took 12 hours and 40 rolls of film. But at the end of that shoot, I felt like, for the first time in my life, maybe, just maybe, I was really sexy.
I'd like to propose a toast to my mother and to my father, whom I love very much. And may their happiness continue for the next 25 years.
Thank you, dear. And thank you all for joining us. I can't tell you how gratifying it is to have you here celebrating with us. I think of myself as a very lucky man. I was blessed with a wonderful wife and 4 lovely daughters, 2 of whom were able to be with us tonight.
Really outdid yourself this time, didn't you?
No, nothing wrong with being fashionably late.
Take that plan.
Doesn't it ever get boring? What? Always being the center of attention.
You know, you and me, Abigail, we're not so different.
You're drunk, aren't you?
No, I'm not drunk. Just feeling no pain.
Happy to report.
God, you are such a selfish bitch.
God willing, we look forward to another 25 years of happiness.
Hi, dear.
Hey, Daddy.
Hello.
How are you?
Abigail, I'd hoped this could have been one night you girls would get along.
So, how's Claire?
Claire wasn't the one swearing at the top of her lungs.
Daddy, she
You both went to a lot of trouble.
I went through a lot of trouble.
Abigail, let's all enjoy ourselves just this once, okay? Good girl.
Over here when you're ready.
Hello. Yeah, I already sent you a check for my subscription. My wife.
Hello? Who is this? Is that you, Fred? This is a joke, right? Yes, I sent you a letter. No, I'm not interested. I'm positive. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Playboy magazine wants me to fly to Chicago next week.
Yeah, sure.
It's true. They want me to, pose for them.
Give me a break, Meredith. Look, you made your point about the damn magazine. Now drop it.
I sent them my picture, and they liked what they saw. Is that so hard to believe?
You're serious?
That's right.
You sent them your picture?
Well, I sent them a letter telling them what I thought of them, and I threw in a snapshot of myself, you know, to show them that real women out in the real world aren't just a bunch of hags. Anyway, I sent it, and now they want me.
And what did you tell them?
Well, you heard. I said no.
Well, good, because it's out of the question. I wouldn't allow you to do that.
I beg your pardon.
I don't see what say you have in it. I didn't have any say about your buying a subscription.
I am not allowing you to pose in that magazine.
What do you mean, that magazine? You read that magazine. Not that I see a hell of a lot of reading going on.
This is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous? That they would think I was good-looking enough to ask to pose?
Well, frankly, yeah. It's crazy. I've seen the girls in that magazine.
I'm sure you have.
Knock it off, Meredith. This is not up for debate.
You're right. It's not.
Ba-ba-da,
You morning people make me tired.
Estelle, didn't anybody ever tell you the early bird gets the worm?
Listen, Larry, what do I want with worms? Morning. Morning, Janet. Any messages?
Hi, this is Evan Stafford calling from Grigsby, Davidson, Barton, and Young, and your name was given to me.
Yes, sir?
Tell Janet I want to see her.
Yes, sir.
Portfolio has an asset mix of high-yielding bonds, preferred issues, with limited common shares based mostly in the real estate.
You wanted to see me?
Janet, come in. I never got a chance to congratulate you on winning quarterly sales.
Thank you.
You know, you keep looking the way you do and you'll take the yearly.
My clients rarely see me in person, sir.
Their loss.
Anything else?
No.
Are you hungry, Sam?
I am starved.
Well, you are a growing boy. Most men don't like olives. Too salty.
I love olives, especially the little red part. In the middle. Boy, how can you be her twin?
My parents often ask me that same question. What can I say? Genes are completely unpredictable.
Try and beat that one. That was 3 in a row. Thank you very much.
Josette.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of posing for Playboy.
Uh-huh, and I'm going to sing backup with Madonna on their next tour.
Oh, I mean it. I need your help.
What on earth are you talking about?
Remember when I told you I wrote Playboy that nasty letter?
Yeah.
And I threw in a snapshot of myself?
Uh-huh.
They called me and they want me to pose for their magazine.
They did not. Are you telling the truth?
I sure am.
Well, they don't take offense seriously, do they?
They sure don't.
Well, that really is kind of flattering, though. Wow, maybe something like to tell your grandkids about Playboy.
What about, doing it? What do you think?
Don't be silly, you.
Well, why not me?
Oh, well, for starters, because you're a decent woman.
Well, they said I wouldn't have to pose in the nude.
Oh, my God, Meredith, I don't believe you're really talking about this seriously.
What would be so terrible about having my picture in Playboy in a nightie or something?
Forget it. Just put it right out of your head. Forget they ever asked you.
Give me one good reason.
Because it's just not something Meredith Lanahan would do. And you know it.
But come on, Ab, it'll be great. We'll do a 4-page photo layout and interviews with the students organizing the protest.
Pass, we're gonna wait. We'll take a look at the mock-up this afternoon, okay?
But why wait? We know we've got space to fill. Ads are down, so that leaves more room for editorial.
I've scheduled a meeting for 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Forget it. Look, time out. Would you guys mind if I speak to our editor in private for a moment, please? What is your problem?
I don't have a problem.
Is it Claire?
You're a grown-up.
Your sister's great, Ab.
Yeah, she's a regular Girl Scout.
You know, you could learn a lot from her.
Yeah, well, so could the Hells Angels.
You know, Claire just goes after what she wants. Now, the last I heard, they weren't putting scarlet letters on women for that anymore.
Why? Yeah, I've thought about that a lot. And I think it goes back to when Claire and I were 10 years old. We were at summer camp together. And there was this big talent show for all the campers and their families. And I was supposed to sing. But at the last minute, I got stage fright. And Claire volunteered to go on for me. She wasn't scared at all. She just got right up there and danced. I think it was a Joni Mitchell song. Anyway, here she was, this scrawny little kid in a black leotard, but she had the whole room riveted. And I watched everyone watch her. I mean, she wasn't trying to be sexy, you know, she was only 10. But she just had something, a certain quality. She was wild. She was free. And I remember thinking, well, Claire's found her way to get attention. And I became something else. It's amazing how 5 minutes at camp could change your whole life.
I like this t-shirt. That'll work. I like the color on this sweater. It's nice. And this is my...
So? Now what?
Took a long time to dive into the water, but look what's happened to Daddy's little daughter. Can you believe it's me, wild and free? Imagine it was you, but it's me coming through. Get up and dance could be the very last chance. Can you believe it's me, wild and free? Better believe it's me, wild and free, yeah. Maybe have to pay a price, make a little sacrifice. Got to shake it up and down, got to all think it twice. Can you believe it's me, wild and free? You better believe it's me, wild and free, yeah.
Well, this is a lot different than I thought it would be.
What did you expect?
It's just a lot easier.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, what are you, the resident expert on the female psyche?
Yeah. Shall I tell you who you are?
Sure. Everyone else does.
Valedictorian of your prep school, star of the debate team, top scorer in field hockey, editor of the school paper, the perfect daughter.
Not bad.
Looks like I left something out.
Really what?
You're used to being the center of attention.
You should have stopped while you were ahead. Well, at first, the only way I could get through it was to pretend that I was Claire. Do what I imagined that she'd do. But then after a while, all of my inhibitions just seemed to disappear. And I was able to forget about her and just be myself. Which was strange because I never thought that there was a part of me capable of allowing myself such freedom. And I was surprised to find myself enjoying it. Yeah.
After my kids were born, I started to get the signals. I wasn't sexy anymore. Mothers aren't supposed to be sexy. Didn't you know that? After 15 years of marriage, my husband just plain took me for granted. I was part of the scenery that belonged to him. Well, maybe that comes with getting older, but I didn't have to like it one little bit. I was seeing wrinkles for the first time. And suddenly, everywhere I looked, there were women younger than me. I figured that if we keep pictures of our families that show us as wives and mothers, why not a picture of us that shows us as beautiful women?
I bought enough groceries to last until I get back. I made casseroles for dinner. They're in the freezer. And would you please check the kids' homework every night? Julia has a dentist appointment on Wednesday.
Can't that wait till you get back?
No, it can't. We'd have to wait 6 weeks for another appointment. Hi, come on in. Hey, Jimmy. You still determined to do this? Yes, I am. Come on, help me with my luggage.
Watch your step, It's Mommy. What you doing? Oh, well, how was school today? Yes, I'm in Chicago. A limousine picked me up at the airport and brought me to a fancy hotel where there are flowers and fruit and chocolates. I knew you'd like that. I'll bring you all the chocolates and the little soaps from the bathroom, too. Yes, I'm having fun, but I miss you guys. Is Daddy there? Would you get him for me? He's busy. Oh, that's okay. Is Kevin there? Oh. Well, you tell Daddy and Kevin that Mommy misses them, okay? All right. What? I love you, too. Bye-bye.
Just like that. Over here. Keep following me with your arm. Yep. That's it. Very slow. Bring your hand down the stairs. Roll your upper body towards me. Great. Just like that. Nice. Perfect, just like that. Right there. Nice. Chin down. Nice. Very nice. So what do you think? Was it fun?
It's been incredible.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. What about trying a few with the sheet down?
I think I'd rather wear a bustier.
We've got several. Okay, you want to try one on? Okay.
You know what? You look beautiful in red. How do you feel about red? Well, I sort of like the black one.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's got a gorgeous neckline.
I like that one. Okay. What are you doing?
This is just for you to keep, Meredith. Let's take a break, guys. Meredith, when you look at that picture, don't you think you look absolutely gorgeous? I mean, really, really beautiful there. Sure you don't want to just go for it? It's up to you, Meredith.
It was hypocritical to pretend that I wasn't really posing for Playboy just because a couple of inches of skin stayed covered. And I must admit, I was feeling pretty good about myself at that moment, playing the sexy Meredith Lanahan, with everybody so eager to please and flatter me. But I guess, even then, deep down inside, I knew I was going to have to pay a price for that feeling.
So when's it come up?
Next issue.
You told your mother yet?
Are you nuts?
You didn't think you'd do this and not mention it, did you?
Oh, my mother would never look at Playboy.
Yeah, but a lot of other people do.
None of her friends.
Janet, someone could tell her.
Who?
I don't know who, but it could happen.
You were not raised to degrade yourself in a magazine like that. How could you let them use you?
They didn't use me, Mom.
Well, if you needed money, why didn't you come to me?
Mom, it's not about the money. They paid me $500. I make that in 5 minutes at work. I did it for me. I did it just for me.
What is it?
It's a Polaroid. It's me.
You come in here mocking my values.
Mom, this is not about you. This is about me.
Well, what do you want from me? My approval?
Yes.
Well, I can't give you that.
Mom, why can't you understand just this once?
All right. Help me understand.
Mom, I was the only one of your daughters who never had a date in high school.
What are you talking about? You had a million friends.
Mom, friends are fine. When you're in high school, you want a boyfriend.
Well, I always knew that you'd be a late bloomer.
Mom, I never bloomed. Do you remember Joe?
I always liked Joe. I never understood why you two didn't...
I couldn't make love to him. We'd get into bed and I wouldn't let him touch me.
Why?
Because I was afraid that he would realize that I wasn't perfect. Mom, it doesn't matter how skinny I may be now. In my mind, I'm always that fat girl that no one wanted.
Oh, honey.
Mom, these people, they want to put me in a magazine that specializes in beautiful women. And for the first time in my life, I feel like maybe I'm beautiful too.
But there must be a better way.
Maybe. But it didn't come along. And this did.
You want some?
No, thanks.
Come on, Ab. It's not like he's your boyfriend.
But I have to work with him every day.
So what?
So it matters to me, okay?
You like Sam, don't you? I mean, you really like him. But he said that he asked you out, and you said no.
Sam said that?
Yeah, well, I asked him.
Why?
Because of you, idiot.
Really?
Really?
Well, I was upset.
I noticed.
I mean, I was really upset.
Well, what did you do? Take a contract out on me?
I posed for Playboy.
Oh.
I did. I did.
You went to some photographer's studio or trashy lingerie and had your pictures taken?
Yeah. I mean, well, I didn't wear trashy lingerie.
Well, what did you wear? You pose naked?
Almost.
Michele? Have you told Mom and Dad?
No, not yet.
Well, that's certainly going to be a growth experience.
It definitely is.
I am a tenured professor at this university. I will not have my daughter appearing in a pornographic magazine.
Don't you realize something like this will follow you forever?
You've disgraced yourself. You've disgraced your mother and me. You've disgraced Yale.
So I'm a disgrace. All of a sudden, I'm a disgrace?
Did you think I'd be pleased?
Oh, no, of course not. My entire life I've been trying to please you, and I've never once succeeded. I've done everything your way. Grades, editor of the paper, just like you.
You didn't want it that way?
Want? What I want? I've never asked myself that question. All I've ever cared about is what you've wanted and who you've wanted me to be.
What I want is for you to stop those photographs from appearing.
It's too late, Dad.
He wants to see you right away.
So? You demean this company, and all you can say is so? Our people do not take their clothes off and appear naked in skin magazines.
What I do in my private life is none of this firm's business.
You call this private?
I appreciate you stop yelling at me. I am not your child.
Well, thank God for that. You know, I am amazed. I'm amazed you could show such poor judgment on this one.
And I'm amazed that you could show so much concern given the kind of skeletons in the closet around here.
I don't think anybody on such precarious ground should be casting
Precarious
stones at
ground? Are you firing me?
No. No, I'm not firing you. I'd like to, but I don't need the lawsuit. I just don't think that you're going to be very happy working here from now on.
a minute.
Excuse me.
Why won't you take any of my calls?
I don't take calls from strangers.
Come on, Dad, I'm your daughter. I'm not a stranger.
Not anymore.
What?
I said, you're no longer a daughter of mine.
This keeps up, we're going under.
I have no idea.
How could you live here your entire life and have no idea?
Well, maybe I wasn't thinking about someone else for once.
That's for sure. Kevin's being hassled. The girls are being teased. Their friends aren't allowed to come to our house and play.
What's so terrible about a few pretty pictures?
The word is you were naked, Meredith. You said you weren't going to do that.
I wasn't. I didn't plan it. It just happened.
Oh, what did this guy do to make it just happen?
You've got a lot of nerve, James Lanahan, implying that I would ever be unfaithful to you. Do you want to know what happened in that room? I'll tell you. I felt special and beautiful and sexy, and it was exciting. And yes, I got carried away, but for the first time in ages, someone was looking at me and saying I was great.
I think you're great. That should be enough.
Well, it would be, but you never let me know.
That's how I am. That's just the way men are. It's true, Meredith. Men are different.
Yes. Worse.
I never thought they'd go so far as to freeze you out, Jen. I mean, not giving you your messages, no one talking to you.
Came in this morning, I found out some of my accounts have been reassigned.
I gave you some bad advice.
Oh, no. This was my decision. Even if you'd warned me against it, I still would have done it. It's funny how little we have to show after 7 years of 60-hour weeks. Who's Dantley?
Conference room. All the department heads are in there massaging each other.
Thanks, Estelle.
Gentlemen, I would say that this firm has enjoyed an excellent quarter, even though Bill seems to spend most of his... This is a private meeting, Janet.
I have some things to say.
Well, save it.
Unless you want to physically throw me out, you're going to hear me out.
Estelle. Estelle.
I posed for Playboy. I did it on my own time. It didn't hurt anybody, and now I'm being frozen out.
This is ridiculous. I'm not going to...
finished. I made you money. I was one of your biggest producers, and now I'm a liability because I posed for Playboy? You know what you are? All of you? You're a bunch of self-serving hypocrites. We all know that there is someone at this firm who has been through 2 drug rehab programs and he's still using. There's someone else who cheats on his wife as a matter of duty. And there is someone around here who is drunk so much of the time he's even screwed up his trades. But you all turn a blind eye. After all, he's one of the boys, right?
Estelle! Estelle!
I expect a recommendation based on my performance at this company. And if I find that I am not getting the recommendation that I deserve, I'll get one of those big-name lawyers who would like nothing better than to drag this company through the mud. And all of your dirty little secrets will be front-page news. And believe me, my picture in Playboy will seem like nothing. By the way, I'm not very good at bluffing, so I never do it.
No, I'm going to tell you something, all right? I have had my eyes on this woman ever since she first walked across the threshold At Grigsby, Davison, Barton, and Young. We're in love. No, we've been in love from the beginning. Tell him, Jan.
I remember you trying to steal my accounts, George.
What do I look like, a common thief?
You're a stockbroker, aren't you?
You're not Jan's type, George. I, on the other hand, fit the description perfectly. Handsome young stud, bound for financial glory.
Larry, there is only one person you could possibly be happy with.
Who?
Yourself.
Are you implying that I'm conceited?
No, I'm stating it.
And modeling for Playboy is a height of modesty.
Touché. This is a good idea. Thanks, guys. Everyone. Why don't you go on ahead? Hi.
Hi.
Do you remember me?
Of course. Janet Janeway.
Michael Peterson. You have nice eyes, Michael.
Thank you.
Hey, I don't mind if you come home late at night. I wish you would call me. Come 3 in the morning for me. I don't mind. You have to leave it all night. But I don't think it's after tonight.
Could you excuse me for just 1 minute?
I've been trying to reach you. Haven't you gotten my message?
Yes.
What did you expect, Meredith? I didn't expect to be shut out. Are you crazy? This is the breeding ground for the moral majority. I mean, I love this.
I knew it. I knew you'd have one of those little packets in there. You're always so prepared.
Well, I took Girl Scouts seriously. I've really made a mess out of things, haven't I?
No, Abigail, you didn't. You're great. You're a real leader.
Who's gonna follow me now?
You are. I mean, that's why you did it, didn't you? For yourself.
I thought so.
Abigail, don't sell yourself out. I mean, even if it was a mistake, so what? It's your mistake, your life, your growth. We used to be so close. Remember, we were inseparable.
Yeah, we even dressed alike.
What happened?
We grew up.
Yeah.
So you became the family rebel.
You became the family mascot.
I guess I did. But I want you to know something. I let Charles Henderson sneak into my room senior year.
No, you did not. No way.
I did, and Mom and Dad were asleep in the next room. So I just want you to know that I'm not as straight-laced as you think. And I'm not a virgin.
Well, you sure fooled me. From Charles Henderson to Playboy. What's next? Abigail. Do you know that I've been jealous of you for years?
But I've been jealous of you.
Why?
Because you don't care about what people think and you always just do what you want.
It's all an act.
Baby, come here. Oh, God. I love you.
What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
What about for better or for worse? Jimmy, I thought we were in this together.
We were never in it together. You knew I didn't want you to do it, and you did it anyway.
Why now?
My son.
Our son!
Fine, our son! Is becoming the laughing stock of his school because of you.
What was so wrong about those pictures?
I wouldn't know.
I haven't looked at them.
Well, you're going to look at them now. There. Is that so terrible? You look at me, but you don't see me.
No, I see you, all right.
Abby, this is crazy. It was just a couple of students.
A couple hundred students.
Out of thousands.
Sam, I really had no business writing an editorial against Playboy and then turning around and posing for them. What kind of faith can a readership have in that kind of journalism? And to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure if I ever wanted to be editor. I'm not sure about a lot of things right now.
Here, let me help you with this, all right?
Thank you.
Michael, there's something I have to tell you, and I don't think you're going to like it.
You're married?
No.
They're about to nail you for insider trading.
No.
You killed somebody?
Michael.
Okay. So what could be so bad?
I posed for Playboy.
Playboy? The magazine?
Yeah.
With or without your clothes on?
Page 109.
That's you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. You don't mind?
Why should I mind going out with a girl so beautiful she's in Playboy? Would you autograph this for me so I could put it up in the office?
Michael?
Meredith sure has nice legs.
Hi, Jimmy. Whoa, kind of slow, huh?
We're being boycotted. Guess you're the only person in Jackson County who hasn't heard.
Oh, I heard. How you doing?
Okay, considering.
Terrible.
Why should you feel bad?
Because I let her down. My God, I've known her my whole life. She's my best friend. I probably know her better than her mother does.
Some might say she brought this on herself, Josette.
Well, at least she has you, huh?
Janet?
I'm out on the patio, Michael.
Hi.
Hi.
How was your day?
Not so good. Not so good. They all smile and nod. And then when I ask about the positions they've advertised, they say that they're filled, which I know they're not. Or they say that their priorities have changed, meaning it's a priority not to hire me. I never thought that they would actually freeze me out. I mean, I didn't really believe it was such a boys' club, but they did. And it is.
I can get you one of the best lawyers in Chicago. Yours truly.
Well, that's okay. I don't want to go through years of ugliness just for money. And even if I won, they'd never really let me back in. I'd always be an outsider. Either way, my career is dead.
Would it help if I told you that I love you? Because I do.
Michael. I want to make love to you.
What number should that be? That's right. Good. Hello. Now? Sure. Kevin, it's time for bed.
When you went away to Chicago, that was the first time I've been away from you since we were married. I felt like you weren't mine anymore. Like I wasn't enough for you.
Oh, Jimmy. My whole world is you and the kids. But I was beginning to feel like you didn't need me. Want me like you used to. I'm not ashamed of what I did. But I never thought it would hurt anyone.
Meredith, I fell in love with you the first time I saw you. The day I married you, I knelt down in church and I promised God I would do everything in my power to be a good husband. I know now I can't keep that promise by myself. I need you to help me.
This is a very difficult letter for me to write. But I owe you an apology. I've done a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching. I've tried hard to be a good father to all of you girls. I see now I've fallen short on occasion. I hope you can forgive me. I still don't approve of your decision to display yourself in that magazine. But you're still my daughter. You'll always be my daughter. Nothing will ever change that. I love you more than I could ever say in words. Your father.
can't believe that I did it in the first place. I don't like what Playboy stands for. I never did. But their offer to pose came to me at a time when I was really looking for a way out of the rut that I had created for myself. And nothing seemed more unlike me than posing for Playboy. And I guess I did discover some things about myself along the way. That I have a sensual side. And that I don't need to be perfect all the time. Because the only person that I need to please is me.
The kids are still getting teased. And business at the bowling alley may never get back to normal. Sure, for one whole day, I got to feel what it must be like to be a movie star. But was it worth it? Would I do it again? Let me tell you, if I was the only one involved, yeah, sure I would.
If I had it to do over again, would I still pose for Playboy? It did a lot for my self-esteem. Gave me a better sense of myself as a woman, without all the baggage I'd been carrying around my whole life. And if I hadn't posed, I never would have had the confidence to go up to Michael. But I lost a career. One I worked hard for and was very good at. Men cut each other a lot of slack, but women, one wrong turn and you're out of the game. And why is that? I'll probably try and answer that question the rest of my life. One thing I do know. The rules for men and women are very different. And I learned that lesson the hard way.
Hello, I'm Clarice Tinsley. Coming up, when police found the 13-year-old boy, he was nearly dead. Tonight, he's in a hospital. His parents are in big trouble. We'll have the latest, along with the full Election Day story, next on News for Texas.
Thanks for being with CBS Tonight. Your local news is next.